Hi guys, it's Alia. I'm back. Welcome to my channel. So this is actually the third video that I am recording for today, and it's actually getting late in the afternoon. So I've uploaded the other two already. I did those two first because they were my design team projects, so I wanted those to, kind of go out. So now I know I had 13 altogether, so I have this one and then 10 more. I probably won't get them all done today, maybe over the next couple days, hopefully, because it's a little exhausting. So just bear with me. But if you are interested, all 13 journals are in my shop already. So this one, I kind of brought back something I did, maybe a year or two ago. I wanted to make a quilted journal. And I saw somebody do it, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who I saw do it, and I don't know if they did it with a journal cover or they were making something. I can't remember, but I saw how she did it, and I kind of customized it to my own. So let me just take this off. What I did was I cut out squares of just random fabrics, and then over cardstock I put like some felt, so it makes it a little, like puffier. And then over that I basically, hold on, let me see if I can get the middle here so I can open it. So basically what I did is I laid down all the squares, and I put a little glue on the back of them just to hold them in place. And then I sewed around every square. Well, I sewed around the outside, and then I think I went like line by line up and down. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like that. So that way, let me hold it up close. You can see each little square has sewing around it. And then I did do the metal corners on all four corners. So that is what I did, and I really like the way these look. It does take a little bit longer than like a normal journal cover, but it's just really cool looking. And when I was cutting out the squares, I was like, well, this doesn't really even like, they don't go. But then when it's all said and done, I actually really like the way it looks. So I am happy with that. So this is like a smaller size journal. It measures 5 by 7. Which normally I like my tan sizes or like, the bigger sizes. But this one is a 5 by 7, which is really cute. So let's get into it. And with this, again, this was made during my I don't have a computer to print out a digital kit stage. So there are, I think I made this just with random papers. Yeah, it looks like all random papers. Just various papers. So here's the inside, and I made a little pocket here, just did some layering, some fabric ruffles. I don't know why I was going to say something else. And then in the pocket, I have just a journaling tag that I made with some scrapbooking paper. And I think I use scrapbooking paper in here too. And then here, this book belongs to. That goes in there. And then here's one half of the doily, and then I used the other half right here, ran some crocheted lace in the bottom there, and then I just did a little collage up there. So this is just some coffee dyed paper. Here is it was an antique book, like antique furniture and stuff, and I think it might have been a little vintage, but I can't remember. But it's pretty cool. It just has see, I did just some sewing just to dress it up a little bit, but it has random pictures of different pieces and like what their prices would be. And here is some vintage paper. It's, I forget what kind of paper it is, but it came in this big notebook. I don't know, sorry. So here I have just a little strip of paper that I turned into a little tuck. That's a vintage Rolodex card. And this is a part, I think it was cut off from the inside cover. And I just did a little layering there. Here's some avocado dyed paper. I forget who I got this from, actually, because I didn't do this one. I got it from somebody. But off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Here we just did a little cluster on the top. This is from a vintage typewriting, like learn how to type, like on a typewriter book, which is really neat. And then here, this flips out, and you have lots and lots of journaling here that you can use. And that was on the back as well. Here again, I created a pocket with some scrapbooking paper. I did a little cluster here, and these little pieces were actually some leftover pieces when I cut down the fabric for the outside. So of course, you know, don't throw them away. Layer them up, put some vintage lace and some vintage appliques, and it's a little cluster. So in here, oh, I remember what I did. I took out some of the pictures from the antique book, and I sewed them onto coffee dyed paper to make journaling cards. Because some of the pieces, like some of the furniture is really cool looking. And then here's just a little booklet. And some place for journaling. Here's a nice little sticker here. And then I just did a little tab of just random fabric there. And I did a paper ruffle with some vintage music paper. And again, here's some more paper from the typewriter book. It's coffee dyed paper. Here I took some material to make a pocket. And then in the pocket we have this little place to do some journaling. I add some lace on the bottom, a nice sticker on the top. And another fabric ruffle, journaling room there. That's some more of the typewriting paper. Here I have another fabric ruffle here, and this is one of the vintage Stockman cards. And here, this I actually cut out of a book, sewed it onto some scrapbook paper. I had a whole book of like stamps and stuff, but a lot of the pictures, it came on like the envelope too that it came on. So I thought it would make neat journaling cards, so I cut out a bunch of them, sewed them on, and then, you know, you can journal in the back. Here's a little just cluster that I made. So with all the scraps from all of this fabric, I didn't throw any of it away. So I recycled them all back into, I mean, there was bigger pieces that obviously I folded and put it back where my fabric goes. But of all those small pieces, I didn't want to get rid of them. So I decided just to turn them into random little clusters all throughout the book. Here's the middle of the signature. I stuck this here. That's just a sticker. But look at this. Isn't that? Imagine sitting on that. I would love that. That's really neat. I like it. And then I did another tuck with another of the stamp things. And just some fun cards to play with. Some more typewriter. And then another little tiny pocket, which I put another little journaling card in. And then that was sewed onto the book page. Some more of the typewriting paper. I don't think I have to actually tell you each time, but I think I still sometimes have a habit of saying what each and every single thing is. Here I made a little pocket. And then on top of that, I have just some little random journaling cards that I made. This I believe might have been a Tim Holtz ephemera piece. And then here's just a little scrap that I rounded the edges with. And then, you know, you can do something with that. Another flip out for plenty of journaling. Some more of the typewriting paper book. There's a little vintage button with the butterfly and just a little scrap piece of the fabric. There's the avocado dyed paper. Another little side tuck with a stock bin card. Here's another, oh, I love that couch too. That's really neat. I like that a lot. And then this is just a little booklet for extra journaling. And then here I did just a little layering. So I have the lace underneath, I have this lace, and then I have the little applique flower on top, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm trying to do more like flips and stuff with like materials and laces. So I'm getting into it. I'm doing it small at first, but on some of the ones that I haven't made videos to yet, I've tried doing like a you know, a bigger piece and stuff. So I am getting used to it. So, and it makes it fun. What I like too, on the bigger fabric flips, the ones that cover like more of the page, if you lift it all up, you can do all the secret journaling underneath, and you know, put the fabric back down, and it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. That's what I would use it for. If I start having journals that have the fabric flips, I would definitely want to, you know, put something secret underneath that only I would know about. So when you're flipping through, you're like, oh yeah, fabric, you know, you keep flipping and whatever, but you know yourself that there's something underneath. I don't know. That's just what I would do. So here I have another little pocket. I ran some crochet trim there. And then again, another stamp thing that I sewed onto some coffee dyed paper. And then here are just two little bits and pieces of, oh, this one doesn't open. This is just like a card that you can journal on. And like I say in all my videos, like say you have this or even the other one, and you know, you want to put it here, you can either, you know, somehow attach the sides, you can glue that, you could staple it, but you can make your own tuck spot. You know, so a lot of these pages, or like say this one, because this could be a good page for writing. So like say for this one, you could always use it and make your own tuck spots, which is neat. Or, you know, you can attach it down with some washi tape and then it would flip up a little, you know. I just like to throw out some ideas. So sometimes people that get books like this don't always know what to do. I mean, you could always use it as a journaling card, journal on the back and stick it right back in the pocket. But it's always fun to try other things too. And here is the back page, and I did a pocket back here, and I did a really like kind of like a messy sort of fabric ruffle. I did put a vintage applique there, and then in the pocket, here's another one of those stamp things. And the story begins, even though hold on. Oh, this book belongs to, I put in the front. Well, maybe you could swap them. Doesn't really matter. And then I have this little hutch. Isn't that neat? I love that. That'd be so cool. You know what would be really cool? I mean, I don't know how this opens, but like if I had it, this little door here, I wish it would flip down into a desk. And this could be my little crafting area. And I have my shelves on top. I have a drawer and I have some shelves underneath. And, you know, really, that would make me happy. So that's actually really cool. And then the back. So I hope you enjoyed this video too. This journal is available in my Etsy if you are interested. I'll leave the link below. So now I have 10 more videos to go. So stay tuned. I'm not sure when I'll do the next one, but hopefully soon. So like always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.